Hey everyone, this is Phil. Today I'm going to be reviewing the YJ MGC, YJ's newest 3x3. It's magnetic, and it's economical, so it's very exciting. The YJ MGC is the first magnetic cube from YJ, an experienced producer previously known for more economical budget puzzles, like the Guanlong. Despite its history as a budget cube producer, YJ this time has made a factory magnetic cube with many premium features. How does the MGC fit in the spectrum of new 3x3 releases? And how does it stack up against current economy cubes and flagships? Let's find out. The MGC is packaged in a compact, minimalist box with cool gray accents. The simplicity is nice, but currently we have no way of telling what color a cube is just from the packaging. In the box you'll find the cube and an extra hardware set, which includes extra magnets, 2 extra spring sets, and washers. The alternative springs give the cube a slightly more consistent feel with slightly fewer lockups. The difference doesn't seem very significant. The MGC measures 55.5mm across and weighs about 85 grams, making it similar in weight to a magnetic GTS2. It's stickered in a classic half-bright plus deep blue set and feels very compact in the hands. Because of its cap design, the cube comes in black and white plastic only. Both versions feature primary plastic internal pieces, which look cool, feel smooth, and show the positions of the magnets inside the cube. In addition to its appearance, the other very apparent thing about this cube is its price. At $14.99, the MGC is one of the most economical factory magnetic cubes that you can find. But despite the price, the MGC is worlds ahead in performance compared to other cheaper magnetic 3x3s like the Shengshao Mr. M and the Cyclone Boys Feijuan. The MGC is compact with a bubbly feel and moderately fast turning. The layers feel slightly dry, even with lube, but rotate against each other very smoothly. Forward corner cutting is great, while reverse corner cutting can be a little jarring on bigger cuts. And while the MGC has rounded corners, corner twisting isn't much of an issue due in part to the shape of the larger corner bases. The magnetic strength is light to moderate and is not overbearing on the feel. Another very noticeable quality about the cube is its density and how substantial each turn can be. This is especially apparent when you're turning slower or doing M slices. Some may view this as stability, others may see it as clunkiness. On the whole, the MGC is compact and sturdy with moderate natural speed, qualities that are pretty attractive to lots of cubers. For opinions, let's check in with our testers.
Hey everyone, Damien here. When I first got the MGC, I was hopeful due to the hype created around its release, but over the course of the last couple weeks, I've become a bit more critical. First, let me say that I think the MGC isn't bad for its price. It's probably the best $15 puzzle available, but it falls short of the top of the line puzzles due to its blocky and somewhat clunky feel. Overall, the MGC is a very good beginner/intermediate cube, but top solvers may not enjoy this one.
Hey, Jerich here. I was also very interested in the cube itself due to its initial hype. The physical appearance of the cube itself is quite appealing due to its primary plastic internals, and the size is great. But where the cube falls short is within the mechanism itself. The MGC features a squared off corner stock rather than the prevalent squared off corner tips you'll see in most flagship designs. The new design creates more contact and surface area within the internals of the cube, which leads to more friction and sluggish feeling. The only tracks visible in the cube are on the edge piece, which is another factor in the cube's slow feeling. The magnet strength could also be stronger, and I believe the cube's sluggish feeling compensates for the lack of magnet strength to make it somewhat controllable.
Hey guys, this is Chris. When I first started hearing about the MGC, I was really excited about it because in videos it looked like it performed really well and people seemed to really like it. But when I got mine, I really did not care for it. At least out of the box, I thought it was not great at all. The thing that I compare it to the most is a thunderclap, and while it is not exactly like that, it does have characteristics that are similar. They're both very smooth. They're blocky and dense, which is definitely something that a lot of cubes don't really feel like anymore. So a lot of people who try this will probably think it feels like an older type cube. It's also bubbly. And yeah, it just reminds me a lot of older cubes. Out of the box, like I said, it just wasn't very good. It was pretty slow. Cubes don't need to be good out of the box, but I was not impressed at all. And even after setup with various lubes, the cube is still pretty slow. I think you could set it up to be faster, but it's really not anything that has impressed me so far, and my times are worse than normal on this in comparison to other cubes. So it's just not something that I really like. It was a pretty big letdown for me. I feel like it was promised to be this big cube that had potential to be a main for lots and lots of people. And while I think some people might main it, I think pretty much all the current flagship cubes are better than this. And at $15, it's a very good cube, but that's pretty much it. It's good for $15, but if you have budget past that, I think cubes like the Huanlong are a lot better than this.
Hey, this is Phil. I have mixed feelings about the MGC. On one hand, the cube is no doubt great for 15 bucks and is an excellent entry-level puzzle. It's factory magnetic, doesn't require extensive setup, and has decent all-around performance outside of some slight locking and unwieldiness issues. On the other hand, I find the claim that the MGC is competitive with existing flagships to be a big exaggeration. I just can't see a person picking it up and going head-to-head in a competition against people with Air SMs, GTS2s, or Volks. Personally, I would put the MGC in between the economy class and the flagship class. While this cube falls short compared to flagships, I think the MGC occupies a very special position in the market. It shows that it's completely possible to make a decent magnetic cube for a modest price, which will hopefully have a positive impact on pricing on magnetic cubes for consumers. All in all, the MGC is a decent cube for a decent price, but doesn't seem to be anything special from a competition standpoint. I look forward to seeing if this cube grabs the attention of elite solvers. That's it for the video. Hope you guys learned something new, and see you in the next one.